Hi folks, today we're going to do another throwback video on Amagansett Press. This is one where he meets a construction worker who doesn't put up with his shenanigans. But before we start today's video, a big thank you to all my current channel members and subscribers. Without you guys and your support, I couldn't keep the channel going, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. Also, if you could please subscribe to the page, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on upcoming videos and live streams. Leave a like and a comment because it really helps me with the algorithm. And please consider becoming a member. You get sweet perks such as VIP Discord rooms, custom emojis and loyalty badges, and a lot more. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
District 3 headquarters. We are at the corner of South University Boulevard and Iowa Avenue. And we're going to pay a little visit on these folks today and find out if they honor and respect our rights to take video and photographs in public and from publicly accessible areas of government buildings, specifically a police department today.
Okay.
I'm out with Watching the Watchman. Time and temperature check. Today is Thursday, January 16th, 2020. And it is 2:40 in the afternoon and 36 degrees in Denver, Colorado.
Well, seeing how the time and weather check is the only journalistic endeavor he will do in this video, let's jump ahead to where him and his son tried to enter the police station due to the fact that the rest of the video up to that point is them just doing benign banter that, well, is just meant to draw out the time for the video so he can get his clicks and views.
Okay, so no video recording is allowed in the Denver Police District 3 station without prior permission from the Chief of Police. Okay. You want to hold my camera and I'll go in there and see if I can get permission from the Chief of Police to let us in? Right back. Can't film inside.
Ooh, access denied.
That guy came out all chubby.
Who?
Whoever just walked out.
Well, he said we're okay outside, obviously, but just not inside. Those who violate this order are subject to arrest under CRS 18-9-117 by order of the Chief of Police. So they're claiming that it is a Colorado revised statute, and there is a statute number listed on the sign out here, so we're going to have to look into that.
Don't worry, Jason. I looked into it for you. Colorado revised statute 18-9-117 is essentially an anti-frauditing law. This allows the custodians and the management of the property to place time, place, and manner restrictions. In this case, the rule saying no filming inside the police department as a valid law, meaning they can essentially, in public places, place this law to prevent frauditors from frauding. Now, there are several subsections to it that have certain purposes, but in this case, it would be prevent the loitering and the misuse and gathering of a time, place, and manner restricted area. Seeing how the police department would have that,
the officer inside gave me the phone number to the chief's office, which is, I put the E before I. I'm dyslexic. So to ask for permission to record inside District 3, 720-913-6010. That's the chief's office for permission. So if anybody's interested in filming, you certainly have the right to call the chief's office and request permission, because on the sign here it says that you need the chief's permission to be able to do that. Yeah, so when I went inside, the excuse that they use is that people come in with personal information. You know, the standard thing they always say. People come in with personal information, private stuff, and it would violate their rights for us to be in there filming. My argument to that is personal and private stuff shouldn't be out in the public view, in the public lobby, in non-restricted areas, first of all. And second of all, their perceived right to privacy is violating my right to photograph in public places. So it's...
Oh, you were finished? Oh, well, allow me to retort.
Now, explain to me why your right to film in a public place, such as a police department, is more important than the safety and security of a person trying to report a crime that's trying to remain anonymous. Maybe they're the victim of a crime. Maybe it's a woman trying to escape a violent situation with her spouse. Maybe it's a person trying to report a crime of a sexual nature that's very sensitive and they are ashamed and embarrassed that they have to do this. Your rights are important, yes. However, with time, place, and manner restrictions, and the landmark case of 1976 Greer v. Spock saying that just because a place is government operated doesn't mean it's a First Amendment protected area, does not mean you get carte blanche to do whatever you want. They have the law, they have the rule, you know what you got to do.
An interesting discussion to be able to have with somebody, but it would have to be with the right person. So I'm going to try to contact the chief and see if we can have that conversation. Hang around here by the gate for a little while and see if we can get a couple of cars going in and out for some B-roll. Would you guys snitch us out? Would you guys snitch us out? Tell the cops there were some bad guys with cameras wandering around the neighborhood? Oh, okay. I was just asking. Just asking. That's what I heard. Yeah, so while we were inside, these guys were having a little conversation with the cops, filling them in.
No, they didn't.
This really shows the ego and paranoia that frauditors have. I mean, on one hand, either you are so paranoid that you're going to get arrested for being an idiot that you think that when everyone's talking to the cops, they're talking to them about you, or you think you're so important that anytime somebody talks to the cops, they're trying to get you in trouble. You don't know what the conversation was. That officer could have been asking them, hey, how's your guys' day going? Hey, what are you guys going to do next on that? You know, it could be, hey, we got some complaints about, loose nails. Can you guys do another sweep through? You don't know. But to assume that they're talking about you is either egotistical or paranoia.
Whenever we do these things, I have other people around keeping an eye on things for me, my vehicle and the area. So I got a text while I was inside the police department that these construction guys out here were telling the cops what we were doing.
And?
Which is fine, I don't care, but I usually live by the mantra, you mind your own business. What's that?
You guys do good work, I guess.
No, it's better than sweeping dirt off the street, I'll tell you that.
Hey,
I'd rather do what I'm doing, man.
hey, but look though, I'm not the police.
I didn't say you were.
So by rights, if I wanted to snatch.
What are you walking up to him for?
Look, if I wanted to snatch the camera out of his hand, I'm not the police.
If you try to snatch the camera out of his hand, I'll break your neck, bro.
You look, it ain't nothing you
Listen.
can do to me, bro.
You're gonna
It
really?
It's nothing
You're
you
gonna
can do
touch
to me.
my
Don't put it in my
What are you
face.
gonna
Put it in my face.
What are you gonna do?
Listen.
What are you gonna fucking you get in my face?
You got nice boobs. You understand?
Bro,
I got two.
back up.
I got big
Back
too.
up.
Understand?
Back up.
You're.
Back up, motherfucker. Get your hand off. Get your hand off.
This is
of me.
civil.
Get your hand off.
What?
of me.
I just wanna
I'm gonna
hug.
press charges against your sorry
Because
ass.
I want a hug.
Back up.
Because I want a hug.
Back up.
No.
You just got in my face.
No.
Now you're gonna back up.
No.
Yes, you are.
Now you're touching me with your belly.
You think I give
Boom. Roasted.
a fuck about touching you? You just push my camera out of the way.
Do you work out?
Yo,
Do you work out?
call her. I'll press the charges against you. Yeah, follow.
And there goes tough talking Gutterman with the signature running like a baby back bitch to the cops move. You know, you're the one with all that big talk over there saying you're going to snap his neck. Why do frauditors have such bravado? You know, Gutterman said he's going to put hands on this guy. And then Glenn Serio's famous, I'll sweep the leg, I'll ground and pound you. You can't ground and pound nothing, bro. You guys are the first to run to the cops. You guys are the first to start everything. But yet you guys don't get called out enough on this. Not even by your own community. Maybe, just maybe, you guys are the fucking problem.
I'm out here with my son, okay, taking video on a public sidewalk. This guy just walked up and grabbed my camera, chest bumped me. It's all on video. So he just assaulted me and I want to press charges against him.
Watch the video.
She's got it on video, he's got it on video. I want to show you the video and I want him arrested.
Okay. Well, give us a minute, okay?
I'll give you all the time you need, sir. Thank you. You got it.
Hey, you talk to him and I'm going to talk to him.
You go talk to whoever you got to talk to, brother.
No, you talk to him and I'm going to talk to him.
I got you all on camera. 3 different ways.
Talk to
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
him and I'm going to talk to him.
You go try to tell your wife what to do. Don't talk to me. So I'm out here on the sidewalk.
Orange shirt, tan pants, the other one, back up a little bit. The other one's gonna be a white male, blue shirt, blue pullover and blue jeans, and there's a female out here as well. Okay, what's going on?
So I came in and checked with you if it was okay for me to be out here filming. You gave me permission, said it was, right? Confirmed that I'm allowed to be.
You're in public?
I'm standing on the sidewalk. That guy just walked up, grabbed my camera, twisted my arm down with my camera in my hand, walked up and chest bumped me. He was this close to my face. My son and my wife have the whole thing on video.
Shenanigans.
No.
Shenanigans.
No.
Now, that's some grade A level shenanigans right there. Because you are the one who started all of this. You're the one who accused him and his co-workers of snitching. You were the one who insulted his career and his employment status and what he does for employment. You know, sweeping that street is a more honorable profession than being a frauditor. Because at least as that, he's doing something productive with society. As for you, what have you done? What have you actually done that has made...
I want him arrested. I want to press charges.
Okay, you were up...
Standing right on the
sidewalk. You were in
sidewalk.
his face as well. I was watching from over there.
He walked up to my face. Where was I going to do? Try to snatch a camera out of his hand. I'll break your neck, bro.
You look, it ain't nothing you can do to me, bro.
Okay. You can back up.
No, I have the whole thing on video.
Okay.
Okay?
Fine.
So stop defending him. And I'm telling you right now, I want to press charges against him. Otherwise, you're next.
Don't raise your voice at me.
I'll raise my voice all I want.
Trying to get help
I'll
from me,
raise my voice all
why
I
don't you
want.
stand over there and I'm gonna go.
It's a
talk to
free
him.
country. I'm going to walk down the sidewalk. Stop trying to tell me what to do. I don't need your unlawful directives. I just got assaulted. Okay? And I want charges pressed against that guy. I'm not looking for a lawsuit. If I wanted a lawsuit, I'd sue you. Okay? I just got assaulted, buddy. I just got assaulted. And you're going to do your job. You're going to do your job is what you're going to do, boy. So move it. Move it.
Oh, he's such a charming and respectful man. I mean, look at him. Yelling at the cops and being a belligerent, arrogant prick. Because they're trying to investigate the crime that you said happened. And they're trying to keep you away from the person who you accused of assaulting you. I mean, that's them trying to de-escalate and get the situation handled. But we get it. You have little man syndrome, and you have to do what you can to make yourself feel like a big, strong man.
You're going to do your job. Because I have a camera in my hand. You're not going to sit here and authorize somebody to freaking attack me. I just got assaulted. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for doing your job. And that's exactly what you're going to do. Who's in charge here?
We are.
Good. Who's the one that's got the level head that I can have a civil conversation with?
Well, I'd like to think we all do. How are you?
Good. Well, my name is Jason. Pleasure to meet you.
Sergeant Rives. Nice to meet you.
Sergeant Rivas?
Rives.
Rives. I'm
okay.
sorry.
Nobody ever gets
And
ready.
what's your name, sir?
Mike.
Jason. Nice to meet you. All right. So, I went into the police department. Okay. Had a conversation with the officer that's in there now.
Okay.
Asked him if it was okay for us to be outside filming on public sidewalk. He said, yes, it is. Just can't film inside the station.
Correct.
I left my camera outside. I respected that. Came out here. This is my son. This is my wife. Okay. So we're standing out here. I was right here. I'm on the public sidewalk, out of the way of your driveway, not blocking anything. This guy decides he's going to walk up to me, grabs my camera, twists my arm down, and then chest bumps me and gets this close to me standing in my face.
One of these guys?
Yes, one of the construction guys.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to press charges against him for assault.
Okay.
That's where we're at.
Do you have that on film?
Well, it was my. He's got it. Yeah.
Okay. Would you mind showing it to me?
Yeah, you can turn it off and show it to him. I got you.
So, what was the issue? I mean, why would
he didn't like it that I was out here filming?
Okay. Liar. Okay.
Yeah, he started coming up to me first, and
he started getting insulting, saying to me, you know, if you guys have nothing better to do with your lives than record. I'm like, what are you talking about? So he was saying something off. So then I said to him, hey, listen, I'd rather be doing that than sweeping dirt off the street. Okay. You know, you're going to throw something at me, I'll throw something at you. But I don't get physical with people.
Wow, the lies and deceit that aerate from this man's mouth is just phenomenal. I mean, you don't put hands on people. You don't attack people. What about when you pepper sprayed an old woman in Michigan? What about the most recent pepper spraying you did? Huh? Those would be classified as attacks. Now, I know it's hard to keep a straight story when you're lying, but even when your own film calls you out on it, I think you might need some help, bro.
Okay, you're going to see it. He walked up and grabbed my camera, twisted the whole thing down, and that's unacceptable. You don't put your hands on somebody.
started from here.
Okay.
So he walks up to me first.
He walks up to my son, who's 16 years old, and gets in his face.
Did they feel like you guys were filming them? Is that what the problem was?
It doesn't matter what he feels like. I don't care. I'm standing on the public sidewalk.
He walked up to me saying he was going to snatch the camera out of my hand. And then he walked up to me.
There's a disconnect between law enforcement and the community these days. Okay? I'll point you in the direction of what I do.
Can you show me the
and you'll see what I do. What I do is try to close that divide. I'm trying to create dialogue. I went into your department very respectfully, spoke to your officers. So we're not out here looking for problems. Okay, but when I get physically assaulted and somebody approaches my 16-year-old son, a grown man, that's a problem. No, he's a grown man. He's 16 years old.
That's funny, man. Just saying he's a big dude.
This guy walked up to him and said he was going to snatch his camera out of his hand.
And your police officer was very rude.
Okay.
And your police officer actually said to me, you deserve it because you're looking for a lawsuit.
Exactly.
Okay, so let me tell you something on that note. I'm 50 years old 2 weeks ago. Never sued anybody in my life.
Cool.
Never.
Me neither.
You can look up my record from the day I was born. I don't sue people. That's not what I'm out here for.
No, you don't sue, but you do abuse the YouTube copyright system to file false copyright strikes, which are legal documents because you are saying that somebody's stealing your intellectual properties and that you're willing to take them to federal court to sue over this, but you never do. Frauditor has exposed you on this many a times because you do this all the time. Somebody hurts your feelings, copyright strike. And you threaten their livelihood or a means to make an extra income. Because why? You're a little man and you got nothing else better to do.
Well, but your officer there is very presumptuous, assuming that that's what I'm doing out here.
Talk to me about
Yeah, I wish you would.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we can do for you guys?
Yeah, arrest this guy for physically assaulting me.
I'm gonna do that.
You didn't even see the film. What makes you say that?
I said I don't think. I don't know for sure.
So it's okay to walk up. So if I walk up to you right now and rip your body camera off your chest, you're going to let me do that? Is that okay? Come on, Sergeant Reichard, we're having a serious conversation here.
It doesn't sound serious. You know, that was facetious.
Yeah, that one.
It's not. It's a real question. He walked up, he grabbed my camera, twisted my whole arm down. It's on video on three different cameras.
And I saw it all.
So I can prove it happened. I did nothing to initiate it.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop you fucking lying.
So what do? You just let people assault people here in Denver, Colorado? Is that the way? Seriously, I don't think it's funny.
Observing on the video here, this doesn't rise to the level of an assault, okay?
So can I grab your body camera and twist it? Is that all right with you?
Grab my body camera?
Yeah, you're going to let me do that?
Why would I let you do that?
Why would I let him do that?
Why would you do that in the first place?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Why would he do that in the first place?
Well,
the point I'm trying to make
is that you guys are walking up to each other.
Let's make the point. Go ahead.
The point I'm trying to make is I didn't put my hands on anybody. It's against the law to put your hands on somebody. It's called unsolicited touching in New York. I don't know what you call it here in Colorado.
We're not New York.
So it's legal to touch people when they're not interested in being touched in Colorado?
New York.
I'm asking you.
I'm asking you. Are we in New York? York?
Obviously, we're not in New York, sir. What I'm asking you is
It's a wonderful place.
Let's go back to the initial thing. The fact that you walk up to him with your camera like this in his face and he just pushes it out of the way doesn't constitute an assault.
Of course it does.
No.
Of course it does.
We've explained that it doesn't.
It doesn't.
I think our
doesn't
job is done
constitute
here.
assault here.
I need your business card. I need your business card, and I'll be going to the district attorney's office.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
You guys are unbelievable.
Yes, we are.
Because you have a wrong idea. Now I'm going to go out of my way to make you look as terrible as you really are on the inside. All I do is make you people look good, and I'm trying to do a community service out here. No, there's a lot of good guys out there that don't deserve to be in the same group with you.
All of this out.
I'm going to put the whole thing out. You're absolutely right. What is that supposed to mean? I'm not going to have a nice day. I just got assaulted, and you did nothing about it.
So, like I was telling you, what you have on.
What you're telling me is absolute bull.
Okay.
What you're telling me is absolute bull. People are tyrant pigs, and that's why you get what you get. You're a fucking tyrant pig. That's what you are, allowing people to get assaulted. You should be ashamed of yourself, and I hope somebody does it to your wife and your children. You deserve every bit of it, bro. I'm going to pray tonight that somebody does what they just did to me and my son to you, and to your family and the people you care about. You hypocritical tyrant piece of yourself.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, go yourself.
And on that note, with the gates closing, we're going to call the video here. Jason goes on to a tirade of screaming at the officers that they didn't do their job, when in fact they did. What happened to him does not classify as an assault nor battery. And the fact that he would wish that upon someone else's family shows the, well, malice and cruelty that is in this man's heart. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Also, if you can, please consider becoming a member. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without your guys' support, I couldn't keep the channel going, so thank you from the bottom of my heart.